The Gentle Fire, the story of Saint Anthony of Padua. Long ago, in a bright city by the sea called Lisbon, a boy was born who would change the hearts of many. His name was Fernando. And though he had everything a child could want, wealth, education, comfort, his heart burned for something greater, the love of God. Fernando was born in 1195 in Portugal. His family was rich and well known. They dreamed of him becoming a great man in the world, maybe a leader, a scholar, or even a noble. But young Fernando had a secret dream. He loved reading the Bible and listening to the stories of saints. He wanted to serve God with all his heart. At just 15 years old, Fernando left his rich home and joined a group of holy men called the Augustinian monks. There, he spent many years in prayer and study. But even then, his heart was restless. He heard stories of brave Franciscan friars who went to far lands to preach about Jesus. Some even gave their lives for their faith. Then one day, something happened that changed everything. The bodies of 5 Franciscan martyrs were brought back from Morocco to Portugal. They had died while preaching the gospel. Fernando saw their lifeless forms and felt a fire rise in his heart. He said, "Lord, I want to be like them. I want to give everything for you." So, he left the Augustinians and joined the Franciscan order, taking a new name, Anthony. He sailed to Africa, dreaming of preaching to the people there. But God had a different plan. Anthony became very sick, and he had to return home. On the way back, a storm struck his ship. It drifted far off course, and he landed in a place he didn't know, Sicily, in Italy. Lost and weak, he was taken in by kind friars. No one there knew how smart or holy he was. He didn't speak much. He helped with simple jobs, cleaning, cooking, praying quietly. But one day, everything changed. There was a big gathering of friars. A priest was supposed to preach, but he couldn't. So the leader turned to quiet Brother Anthony and asked him to speak. Everyone expected a simple talk. But when Anthony began to preach, his words lit up the room. His voice was gentle but strong. His heart burned with the love of God. The crowd sat in silence, touched deeply by the way he spoke about Jesus. From that day on, Anthony was asked to preach everywhere. He walked from town to town across Italy, especially in Padua, where he became dearly loved. He preached in churches, in fields, in town squares. People said his words could move even the hardest hearts. They also said he had a special gift. When things were lost, he could help find them. Not just lost keys or coins, but lost hope, lost faith, lost peace. People would pray, "Dear Saint Anthony, help me find what I've lost." And many miracles happened. Anthony loved the poor, the sick, and the forgotten. He spoke up for those who were treated unfairly. He gave food to the hungry. He told rich people to be kind and generous. He was not just a preacher, but a friend to all. Though he was still young, his body grew tired. In 1231, at the age of only 36, he died in Padua. People cried in the streets. They said, "A saint has left us." And soon, the church agreed. He was made a saint just 1 year later. To this day, people around the world pray to Saint Anthony of Padua, the gentle friar from Lisbon who became a light in Italy. They remember him not just for his miracles, but for his deep kindness, his courage, and his burning love for God. He once gave up everything to follow Jesus, and in doing so, he gained hearts across the world.